Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thank you for joining me once again on Talk and Fight for another episode of Boxing News Today, where we've got all the headlines fit the print all the way from boxing247.com from across the pond. So we'll start off with the story out of Hamburg. Universum has Kozabutsky and Garcia headline card on November 20th. That's going to be a good one. On November 20th, Universum have their next boxing evening in the Universum gym at Hamburg's Fish Market. Among the invited celebrities this evening are Dr. Michael Otto, Janina Otto, Marion Federer, Rodolfo Cardoso, Sylvia Walker, Michaela Schaefer, Yvonne Wolke, Luisa Kapzi, Stefan Schuner, Hadi Turan, Uli Wegner, among many others. Universum boss Ismail Ozanotto is happy about the upcoming event for the first time in cooperation with Pro Bellum Holding. He says, "We have put together a top fight card. It's our first event with a new partner with Pro Bellum. We have a strong partners at our side and look confidently into a common boxing future." So, wow. So the actual boxing card is located on the boxing247.com website. If you want to have a look at this, is really quite fascinating. It lists the titles that are up. That, for example, the WBC International Silver Heavyweight titles up for grabs. The WBC Latino Heavyweight titles up for grabs, and it lists all the various combatants who will be taking part in that card. I encourage you to step over to the boxing247.com website and have a look at all those men and women who will be fighting that night for fame and glory and money, I'm sure. David Benavidez receives proclamation from the office of mayor. And here's some quotes. Unbeaten two-time world champion and Phoenix native David El Bandera Roja Benavidez received a proclamation from the Phoenix mayor, Kate Gallego, at his media workout Wednesday. As the mayor's office declared this Sunday, November 13th, David Benavidez Day in his hometown. The 24-year-old Benavidez will take on contender Kyrone Davis this Saturday night, live on Showtime, in a premier boxing champions event at the Footprint Center in Phoenix. Benavidez was joined by his older brother, Jose Benavidez, who faces Francisco Emmanuel Torres in Saturday's co-main event, and his father and trainer, Jose Benavidez Sr., at Wednesday's event at Central Boxing Gym. The event also featured the unveiling of a mural of the Benavidez family outside of the boxing gym in honor of the city's boxing stars. The Benavidez family were presented the proclamation by Mary Rose Wilcox, the former chairperson of the Arizona Boxing Commission. Other dignitaries in attendance include Arizona State Representatives Cesar Chavez and City of Phoenix Councilperson Laura Pastor. David Benavidez said, "The gym just reminds me of my childhood. All I did from age 6 to 15 was train. All of my memories are in boxing. I learned how to be a man because of this place. I was born and raised in Phoenix, and the fact that I can come back to my hometown and be recognized like this just means the world to me. I've worked extremely hard for this moment, and it's been a long time coming. I've been a professional for almost 8 years now. I've been putting a lot of work, I've been putting in work for a long time and excited for the future. A lot of people came out to support us today, and it means so much to me. I'm doing it all for them." If you want to go to the Boxing 247 website, you'll see a great picture of the Benavidez clan and that mural on the wall. Very cool stuff. Irish Olympian Kurt Walker signs a professional contract with Top Rank, screams the headline today. Kurt Walker spent the better part of a decade excelling in the Irish amateur system, a standout run culminating in an appearance at the Tokyo Olympics. He now hopes to replicate that success in the paid ranks. Walker, a 26-year-old native of Lisburn, Northern Ireland, signed a multi-year contract with Top Rank and is the latest European star to ink a deal with the promotional powerhouse. Walker is managed by Michael and Jamie Conlon, the Belfast brothers, who had a front row seat to this development. Their father, John Conlon, coached Walker as an amateur. Says Bob Aram, Kurt Walker is someone who stood out at the Tokyo Olympics as he has a devoted fan base back home and a style suited to the pro game. He has a great team behind him, and with his skills and demeanor, he can become a major star in the sport. Elsewhere, we see that the 6th Don Jose Sulaiman WBC Cares Amateur Boxing Challenge declared a success. The 6th annual Don Jose Sulaiman WBC Cares Amateur Boxing Challenge was a great event with 48 women and men boxers competing. A poignant legacy of Don Jose befitting and benefiting their support and helping to guide the future of our next boxing stars, says the press release. After it concluded, they had a chance to witness Saul Canelo Alvarez become the undisputed super middleweight champion. Thanks to the foresight, perception, dedication, and wisdom of Don Jose, these feats were possible, and the hands of victors were raised skyward. The WBC thanks to Hit Squad for hosting this show. Great pictures, by the way, on the website of these young men and women going toe-to-toe in the ring. Great stuff. Well done, boxing247.com. Elsewhere, we see that Christian Dimanche faces Tomislav Sentek for the 2 WBO regional titles on December 4th. Fast-tracked Albanian Christian Demolition Dimanche has not boxed since winning the Universal Boxing Organization International Cruiserweight title against fellow undefeated prospect Roger Gridrick in the 2020 UBO Fight of the Year. As is the case for so many other boxers, COVID restrictions have made things hard. But now Dimanche, who's 3-0 with 1 knockout, is set to return on December 4th in Macedonia. His opponent will be Croatian banger Tomislav Sentek, who's 5-1 with 4 knockouts. And besides defending the international title, the vacant UBO European Cruiserweight title will also be on the line. 26-year-old Sentek has won 2 straight by first-round knockouts since suffering his only defeat to Latvian star Ralph Fickens, who is now 12-0 and the WBC International Light Heavyweight titleist. Elsewhere, we see that, now this is interesting because we've been talking about the heavyweights and the clog at the top end for quite a while. It looks like Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk are talking about a rematch. And specifically, they're talking about a location. And that opens the doors to Tyson Fury going head-to-head against Dillian Whyte. As stated, Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk will initiate plans for a rematch by considering the location. The clearest sign yet that Tyson Fury's next opponent will be Dillian Whyte, says our friends over at Sky Sports in the UK. The WBC had ruled that their champion Fury had 30 days to agree to a fight with IBF, WBA, and WBO title holder Usyk to decide the heavyweight division's undisputed ruler before he would be mandated to fight the interim WBC champion, Whyte. That deadline has now passed, and after Joshua triggered a rematch clause in the fight to fight Usyk again, Whyte has never been closer to a maiden world title fight than he is now. We plan to meet with Joshua promoter Eddie Hearn within the next couple of weeks to initiate rematch activities, Usyk's promoter Alexander Krasuk told Sky Sports. We have 3 options under consideration: the UK, Ukraine, and the Middle East. Hopefully by the end of 2021, we'll be in a position to take the final decision. And that's interesting news. Elsewhere, while on the Sky Sports site, I noticed that Josh Taylor will eventually have to fight knockout artist Jose Zepeda, who is his mandatory challenger, WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman has revealed. The undisputed super lightweight champion from Edinburgh will firstly defend his titles against fellow Brit Jack Catterall on February 26th, which will be live on Sky Sports, in his homecoming fight in Scotland. But his queue of challengers now includes Mexican-American puncher Zepeda, who demolished Jose Vargas inside 1 round, ruthlessly ending their heated dispute in New York last month. Asked if Zepeda will receive a shot at Taylor, Sulaiman told Sky Sports, absolutely. Zepeda is the mandatory contender in the division. We've agreed with the organizations to take turns where there's a unified champion. It is the UBO's turn with Jack Catterall. Unfortunately, there was an injury, so their fight was postponed. But Zepeda is right in line for the mandatory of the division. So there you have it. All the news fit to print for today. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button to let you know when we're coming up next.